this section, we will be graphing linear equations by plotting points. Now, as you can see in these examples, what we're going to be given is the equation itself, and we're going to have to generate the points that we're going to use to plot. Now, a good rule or a good method to use is to plot 3 points. Really, you only need 2 to define the line. You can plot 2 points, then connect them with a straight line. That third point really is a check. It's a check to make sure that all of the points do fall on the same line. So, in general, you want to start with the input value. You want to start with the x, and you want to choose input values. In general, you want to choose a positive value, a negative value, and 0. That's just a good general rule to go by. Now, using those input values, you can find the corresponding output values to create ordered pairs that you can then plot and connect with a line. That's what you need to do to draw the graph of these linear equations. So starting here in example 1, we have 3x minus 2. And this table here is meant just kind of as a guide to kind of keep everything straight. So the idea is we want a positive value, a negative value, and 0. So I'm just going to choose, let's say, a -1, 0, and we want to keep them kind of small. We only have a small graph to work with here. So 2. Could have chosen 1. But I'll go ahead and go with 2. Now, with those input values chosen, you have to find the y value, or the output value. So in our equation, we have y equals 3x minus 2. We want to start by plugging in those input values. So we have y equals 3 times, starting with my -1, minus 2. So y equals 3 times -1 is -3 minus 2. Y equals -5. So the output when the input is -1 is -5. The ordered pair is going to be -1, -5. And let's go ahead and plot that on this graph. Here would be, there's -1, -5. Same thing with the 0. We have y equals 3 times 0 minus 2. So y equals 0. 3 times 0 is 0 minus 2. Y equals -2. So when x is 0, y is -2. So the ordered pair 0, -2. Plotting this on the graph, here is 0, -2. And the third point, we have 2. So y equals 3 times 2 minus 2. Y equals 3 times 2 is 6 minus 2. Y equals 6 minus 2 is 4. So when x is 2, y is 4. That is the ordered pair 2, 4. Plotting this on the graph, 2, 4. We'll go right up here and connect these points with a straight line. That is the graph of this linear equation. Now in example 2, same idea. The difference is now you have a fraction. And in order to make this easier, I want to try to choose x values that will kind of eliminate or cancel out the fractions. So if you notice here, we have 2/3. Thinking about this, I want the denominator to cancel out. So I'm going to choose -3 for my x value. Coming down here, y equals 2/3 times -3 minus 1. Multiplying this out, that over 1, notice the 3's are going to cancel. So I'm left with 2 times -1. Y equals -2 minus 1. Y equals -2 minus 1 is -3. Keeping these numbers as integers makes them a whole lot easier to plot. So now I have the ordered pair -3, -3. Negative 3, negative 3 would be right about there. So there's negative 3, negative 3. And 0, 0 is going to be nice. Any number times 0 is going to be 0. So y equals 2/3 times 0 minus 1. So y equals 0 minus 1. Y equals negative 1. So the ordered pair here, we have 0, negative 1, gives us the ordered pair 0, negative 1. 0, negative 1, there it is, labeling it. There's 0, negative 1. And the last one, again, I want to cancel out that fraction. I could choose 1, I could choose 2, but if I pick 3, the denominator will cancel out. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 here. So we have y equals 2/3 times 3 minus 1. 3's cancel, so y equals 2 minus 1. Y equals 1. So the ordered pair, here the y is 1. The ordered pair is going to be 3, 1. Plotting this on the graph, there's 3, 1. And connecting the points with as straight a line as possible, there is the graph.